on, bro. Left his computer on. His car is literally on still. Let's see if I can show you this. His dash is still saying like it's on right now. It's interesting. What's up, dude? Is this, I think this car's left on.
Lieutenant Scott Sullivan's call.
Oh, cool. I think you left your car on, brother.
No, my car's off.
Oh, the dash is blinking stuff. Does it just do that all day?
It does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Lieutenant Sullivan, Police Department. What's your name?
Cool. I'm Justin. Nice to meet you, man.
Did you have some idea that I can say?
No, sir. I don't.
No idea?
No.
Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states. So
There is no way you believe that. All right. Since you're starting off this way, do you have somewhere higher than you? Because I promise you that's not correct, and you're going to get your whole town into a lawsuit, and I don't want to go that way. I've been having a great day. You don't want to go that way either.
But if you just tell me your name.
I'm not telling you my name. I'll tell you my first name, and we're stopping there, and I'm not answering any more questions. Okay. If you want to ID me unlawfully, you're going to lose your job and your qualified immunity.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
I'm working on a story.
For who are you with?
I'm an independent journalist. What's your name?
Solomon, Lieutenant Solomon.
Solomon?
Yes, sir.
Do not think, there is no such thing as a stop and ID state. There's no such thing. That is a term.
Okay.
That is a...
Let me explain something to you. Can I explain something?
I'll listen to you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. This day and time, there's all sorts of things going on.
This day and time is a...
The video opens with the auditor walking toward a police vehicle left running unattended. He approaches calmly, pointing out that the dashboard indicators are still active. When the officer steps outside, the auditor greets him politely and asks if he realizes the car appears to be left on. The officer responds defensively, and the conversation immediately shifts when the auditor requests his name. The officer claims Arkansas is a stop and ID state, triggering a tense debate about constitutional rights versus police assumptions.
Terrible thing, because we're in one of the most safest times to date in world history. Tell me a safer time in world history than right now.
Okay.
So don't say in this day and time, because cops always say that, and it's stupid.
Okay.
You can start over though if you want to.
Let me just put it like this.
Yep.
You know, if we see somebody looking at our police cars,
come talk to me, sure. But don't threaten to arrest me if I don't give you my ID.
I didn't threaten to arrest
you. just did, brother.
I just said Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states.
That's not correct.
A demand or request.
Nope, that's not correct.
Provide some identified
Get a lawyer out here. If you think that's true, you need to look into it, because you're going to get yourself in trouble. That is not true, and I'm 1,000% positive, and I can show you case law and Supreme Court rulings and everything. 100%.
More or less, we're just concerned about what you're doing.
Well, do not think that you can just stop and ID anyone you want. You're going to get yourself in trouble, and you're non-constitutional. You are unconstitutional.
Well, with what's going on, I mean, it's
you are no. If you think you can do that, you don't believe in the Fourth Amendment. If you think you can do that, do you know what the Fourth Amendment is, sir? What is it?
You know, if we see
what's the Fourth Amendment? No. This is important to everybody that you know the Fourth Amendment. What is it?
Sure, I know it.
So what is it? What is it?
The right of freedom.
No way you just said that.
Speech.
No, that's the First Amendment.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. The First Amendment.
No, the First Amendment.
Right,
bro, what's the Fourth Amendment?
Okay. All right, just.
Oh my God, dude! And you're a lieutenant? Is your chief here?
No, he's off.
We need someone to teach you what the Fourth Amendment is. What is it?
My question is.
What is the? What's the 5 elements of the First Amendment? There's 5 elements.
We just had some.
There's 5 elements of the First Amendment.
Questions for you.
No, I have some concerns and questions for you. There's 5 elements of the First Amendment. What are they?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
What are they, sir? What's the Fourth Amendment? You don't know any of it.
If you don't
you need to go study the Constitution, and until you do, don't say a word to me, please. Go back inside, look up the Constitution, and read those rights and learn them. Memorize them, then come out. Other than that, you don't know what you're doing or what you're talking.
The interaction escalates as the auditor firmly insists that the officer's claim is incorrect. He warns that unlawful identification demands can lead to lawsuits, emphasizing the importance of constitutional knowledge. The lieutenant joins the scene, attempting to justify the officer's actions by referencing this day and time. The auditor pushes back, arguing that such vague reasoning has no legal basis. He challenges the lieutenant to explain the Fourth Amendment, only to reveal the officer's alarming ignorance, mistaking it for the First Amendment.
And you don't need to be a lieutenant. And I'm sorry I'm getting mad, but that is ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourself for not knowing the First or the Fourth. Walk of shame right there, and it's deserved. Oh, they're locking me out? Lieutenant Solomon, you're opening your city up for a lawsuit by allowing this door to be locked because of me. You're not allowed to pick and choose who comes in here. So either you lock it to everybody for the rest of the day, or you're opening yourself up for a lawsuit. And you better have a good reason for having it locked the rest of the day. Not just because there's a guy with a camera. This lady right here. Uh-oh, they're sending the sheriff out here.
Hello, sir. How are you?
What's up, guys?
Good.
All right, I can come in now. They weren't letting me in a minute ago. You know, that's a lawsuit if I wanted to. I don't want to. I'm literally just trying to have a pleasant time here in Clinton. That's it. But here we have... what's your name, sir?
I'm Sheriff Eric.
Oh, you're the sheriff.
County.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm Justin.
Good to meet you, Justin.
So why'd they send the sheriff down here for a guy with a camera?
Nobody sent the sheriff.
They-
We all monitor the radio traffic.
Hey, dude. Hey, hold on. Before you lie on camera.
If we get a call over the radio.
No, I heard them call the sheriff down here. I heard them on. I have them on video calling the sheriff down here.
Anyway.
Uh-oh, they're sending the sheriff out here. So now you're lying on camera. So now I don't even want to talk to you either, dude.
If
Goodness.
we get a call, we're
Just
going
be
to
real.
respond.
Just be a real person for 2 seconds. Why can no one just be a real person in
You be
here?
a real person.
I am.
Yeah, you're in here causing a problem.
No, I'm exercising my rights.
Yeah, but if it becomes disorderly.
I told you my name's Justin.
The auditor continues pressing the issue, asking for the 5 elements of the First Amendment. The lieutenant struggles to answer even one correctly, demonstrating how poorly trained some officers are on the rights they are sworn to uphold. When the auditor enters the city building moments later, employees lock the entrance behind him. He explains that selectively blocking public access is unconstitutional and exposes the city to liability. The tension builds as staff scramble, revealing they called the sheriff for backup.
Like 6 times, dude.
I have right to ask you last
Okay.
You can ask, and I don't have to tell you.
Okay.
You have to have reasonable, or you have to have.
That's what.
No, you're not. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime.
You're on private property looking at people's
Again,
windows.
if you cause
No,
a
this is
disturbance,
public. This is public
if
property.
you cause a disturbance,
This is
then
public
you can
property.
be charged
Right back
with
to the back of the
disorderly
car.
conduct.
Were you parking your cop cars back there?
As long as
Then
you're
it's public.
civil, as
It's
long as
public.
you're civil, there's not a problem.
I'm civil, brother.
That's what I'm saying. But if it did become disorderly, then you could be charged with disorderly conduct.
Yeah.
But until then,
Don't-
as long as you're
You
civil,
were also looking at private
everything's
vehicles back
good.
there too, because we.
I can look at anything I can see from public. You can't trespass my eyes.
It's private property back
That's
there.
public.
Other
If you
police
park your cars back there, that's public.
The other cars are not
And
public.
even if it was private, I have to be trespassed before I've committed a crime. So no one in here knows what the hell they're talking about. This is getting crazy. He said that he can make me ID just because he wants to. That is mind-blowing that he thinks that.
Because
He doesn't know what the...
He don't know what you're doing.
I asked him what the Fourth Amendment was, and he says freedom. That's not... That's embarrassing, dude.
Searches and seizures. We know what it is.
You had to go look it up after. Well, okay, what's the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
If you state your last name,
What's the
we have
5
right to ask
What's the
your full
5
name.
elements? Give me 2 of them.
Okay.
We have right to ask your full name.
Give me 2. You can ask all day, and I can tell you no.
Well, just like you said, he had to go look it up. You can sit down in your car and look up every amendment.
I know them by heart.
That doesn't matter. It's not required
No.
by law for anybody to know it.
It is required by law. Do you
That-
and you
no,
and you
that's
and
where
you
you're
all
wrong.
sign?
That's where you're wrong.
No,
When you go to the academy, the only thing you're required to do is
Brother.
to read it, become
Did
familiar
you?
with it.
All right, I'm about to
and
own you.
know where you can
get
look
ready,
up
brother.
the laws.
Get ready.
You get ready.
You
get ready.
You swore an oath to the Constitution when you were signed in, and I could find that on video, I bet. So you swore an oath to the Constitution.
Okay, so you were there.
No,
Now you're lying.
but that is what
See, you
all
just
police
lied.
do.
You're telling us we're lying.
The sheriff arrives and tries to downplay the situation, claiming he responded only because he monitors the radio. The auditor immediately points out that he has recorded evidence showing otherwise. Their conversation becomes strained as the sheriff denies wrongdoing, prompting the auditor to remind him that transparency and honesty are essential in law enforcement. As the discussion continues, the sheriff incorrectly asserts that the area behind the building is private property, leading to another debate about public access and First Amendment protections.
No,
You're lying.
it is required.
No, you're
If you
looking up
didn't,
and to the right because you don't know. You're making
dude,
it up.
you listen.
So you
didn't swear an oath. So you didn't swear an oath.
I can tell you, you're being.
You can call me whatever you want.
See,
It doesn't hurt my
I'll
feelings
be
like it
as
does
civil
yours.
as you're being. It's not hurting my feelings.
It obviously is.
I've been doing it for 25
So you
years.
did
You know
not-
how many people have called me?
So
Or worse?
Answer me this.
I don't have to answer you.
Did you sign
That's
it?
where
Did
you're
you
wrong.
swear an oath to the Constitution?
That's where you're wrong.
He
I
says he
don't have to
didn't.
answer
So you
you.
did. This sheriff, he does not believe in the Constitution, and he did not swear an oath
That's
to it.
what you
You're
believe.
gonna have to get out.
If you continue, and
Yes,
this
ma'am.
becomes
Yes, ma'am.
disorderly, I explained to you
Yeah.
at that point it would be a disorderly conduct.
Dude, chill out. You're stupid.
Okay, you call me stupid, I call you stupid.
You don't even know that you swore an oath to the Constitution.
No, I'm not answering
You
you,
walk
is what I'm
around
doing.
thinking that you have no duty
answer
to the
The
Constitution.
people, the residents
The
of Van Buren
Constitution.
County. Do you live
The
in Van Buren
Constitution.
County?
The
Do you live here
Constitution.
in Van Buren County?
No, I don't.
Then I don't answer to you. Have a good day, sir.
Do you get state taxes? Do you
Have
get
a good
federal
day,
taxes?
sir.
Do you get state and federal taxes?
Have a good day, sir.
So you don't know shit, brother.
Have a good day, sir.
You guys don't know anything here. You don't
Have a
get.
good day,
No, you
sir.
can't. That's freedom of speech. That is.
Have a good
That's
day,
freedom
sir.
of speech. You don't know the Constitution.
You obviously
What's
don't
freedom
know
of speech
the statute
mean?
of disorderly conduct. If you incite a riot,
If you
incite a riot,
What
which
riot am I
includes-
inciting?
Which includes any
Freedom
more-
of speech,
any
brother.
more than 2 or 3 people. in
Freedom
one
of speech.
location, Then you are.
You guys are the making the riot, then not me. I'm by myself.
Making a riot. You're the one.
I'm by myself.
Stupid and dumb, and you're the one that's. acting
You guys are the ones that are supposed to know the Constitution, and I know it 10 times more than you.
That's fine.
You guys don't know anything about
My
it.
daughter's in
Your
college.
whole
She
job,
knows it.
your whole job is to uphold the Constitution.
Our whole job is to uphold the
The
state laws that are in
Constitution.
the statute.
Nope. What's more important than state laws? Federal laws.
Federal law doesn't supersede
It
state
absolutely.
law.
No way.
That's
You just
where
said
you're
that.
wrong.
No. Yes, it
That's
does.
Where you're wrong.
Yes, it does.
The auditor calmly dismantles the sheriff's claims, explaining that anything visible from a public space can be legally recorded. He emphasizes that officers cannot detain or demand identification without reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. Frustrated, the sheriff attempts to shift the conversation by accusing the auditor of causing a disturbance, but the auditor holds firm that exercising constitutional rights is not disorderly conduct. The officer's inability to cite relevant amendments further exposes the department's lack of proper constitutional understanding.
I promise you,
You're wrong.
if the
We
Supreme
have to
Court,
enforce
if the Supreme
state
Court
laws.
says Arkansas state law is
City and
wrong,
state
then
laws.
it's wrong and over with. Arkansas doesn't get to say, well, we get to do whatever we
Arkansas
want.
Constitution.
You're embarrassing yourself on the internet.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not. You're embarrassing
Say your name
yourself
again.
because you came
If you
here-
don't think you're embarrassing
you
yourself,
came
what's your
here-
name?
I won't say my name until you say yours. I already said it.
I already said it.
No, you didn't. You didn't give us your full name.
I don't have
told
to.
you my full name and who I work
Yeah,
for.
because it's your job to. It's not
But-
mine. I'm a private citizen. You are not.
But you're
the
requesting
government.
it.
You are the
You're
government.
requesting
Right now, I'm the people.
requesting it, and
Listen to
if
me.
You request my name.
I'm
and I
the
request
people.
yours.
You're the government right now, and I'm the people. And this is what
Show
the
me law
government's
right
doing.
now. Show me the law right now that says that I have to give you my name.
That's in your policy.
And who I am.
That's in your policy.
I'm asking you.
Give me 2 minutes and I
We
could look
wrote
it up.
We wrote the policy. It's our policy.
And then you should know it, dude.
You're trying to serve your country by confronting police departments with a random.
It's a name, dude. Chill
I know,
out.
but it's a random.
Yep, I'm a
it's not
patriot.
scheduled. It's a random, what you call a constitutional audit.
So, that's not all I do, but that is kind of what today is. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, but that's serving your country by trying to surprise a police department or sheriff's office and walk in and go.
So
"I'm
you
doing
obviously,
a
so
random
you
audit."
obviously don't know the purpose of it. My number one purpose.
And you just said when I post this.
My number
that
one
everybody will get to
purpose
see how
is to make
dumb
change.
somebody
Is to make change. So, for example, there are, let's see, 3 towns in Arkansas that have retrained their entire police department because of me.
Okay.
And I had a lawsuit that I could have filed.
What you're telling me
Now,
right
hold on
now
a second.
is, know that you are operating on fear of lawsuits. You're actually trying to make change.
Dude, no.
by fear
Let
of
me finish my
lawsuits.
sentence for once and you'd understand what I'm saying.
Don't get angry.
Quit interrupting me, bro.
I'm not interrupting.
I
We're
have
discussing.
3 places where I could have done lawsuits.
The sheriff insists that officers are required only to follow state statute, but the auditor corrects him, explaining that federal law and Supreme Court rulings override conflicting state laws. When asked directly whether he swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, the sheriff hesitates, then gives answers that contradict standard law enforcement procedure. The auditor points out that this uncertainty is alarming, a sheriff unaware of his own constitutional obligations. Their back and forth grows more intense as the auditor highlights the dangers of policing without proper constitutional knowledge.
And I chose not to. It wasn't even a hard decision. And what I wanted instead was for retraining on the police department. And guess what? That entire police department got retrained on the First and Fourth Amendment. And that's what I wanted. And I made change. And guess what? Now they do it annually or every 6 months. They just do it because I was there. And I've even gone back and talked to them after, and they openly admit, thank you for coming up here and doing that. Yes, that was a weird day, but it made a lot of good change. And now every 6 months, we train our officers on the First and Fourth Amendment and reasonable articulable suspicion and so on when we didn't before. And so now I'm saving you from lawsuits. And so I'm educating the police department or the sheriff's office. I'm educating the people in that town as well.
Well, if that was your goal, and
that is my goal.
And interrupted your goal with the police department, I apologize.
That is my goal.
Okay.
And I can show you videos where I've done that already. That's my whole goal.
If I interrupted, I didn't mean to. Like I said,
yeah, you came in proving the stupidity of the sheriff's office too.
No, I came in to ensure.
Within 5 seconds, you said. Within 5 seconds, you said Arkansas supersedes federal. That is the stupidest thing a sheriff could say.
Okay, you just made a generalized statement.
What did you say then? You say it.
Federal.
You say it how you said it. You say it how you said it.
Arkansas Constitution.
Still wrong. That's still wrong, dude. That's wrong.
And I didn't say supersedes. I said we have to abide by.
Do you want to go back? No. You said it overrules. I forget the word you used.
Our whole job is to uphold the state laws that are in the statute.
Nope. What's more important than state laws? Federal laws.
Federal law doesn't supersede
it. Absolutely.
State law.
No way.
That's
you just said
you're
that.
wrong.
No, your best bet is just to admit you said it and to learn from it and not to lie. Because now you're a liar too. It's one thing to be wrong. It's another to lie.
The sheriff attempts to belittle the auditor's purpose, calling his visit a random confrontation. The auditor clarifies that his goal is not harassment, but meaningful reform. He explains that several Arkansas departments have already retrained officers after interacting with him, improving constitutional awareness and reducing liability. His work has prevented lawsuits by promoting education rather than punishment. The auditor emphasizes that real change comes from accountability, honest dialogue, and officers willing to improve, not from resisting criticism.
You instructed me to admit when you have your video, you can sit down and play that.
I'm trying to help you, dude. I'm trying to help you.
Help me what?
People like whenever you're like, dude, you don't want to know what? I overreacted. If you were like, I overreacted, I was wrong about that, and I'm actually going to go look into that. Now everyone loves you. And there's no craziness, and I'm happy.
I don't have now. I will research everything.
But now, not only were you wrong, but you're lying about being wrong, and now you're just a liar and you're wrong. I didn't
lie. I said you have it on video. You can sit down and review it. That's what I said.
You're trying to say you never said it.
I didn't say that. I'm not going to say I didn't say it. I'm going to say whatever you have on video.
So will you admit? Will you do this for me? Will you admit you may be wrong and that you're going to go look into it?
I could be wrong, and I will research everything.
There you go.
As the tension softens, the auditor encourages the sheriff to simply acknowledge the possibility of being wrong and to commit to learning from the encounter. Surprisingly, the sheriff agrees and states he will research the issues further. The documentary closes with a reflection on the broader problem. Too many officers misunderstand the very rights they swear to protect. The narrator urges viewers to know their rights, record their interactions with law enforcement, and help spread awareness to promote transparency, accountability, and constitutional policing.